Hello, today what are we going to discuss is cloud and pour point of lubricating oil. I have posted many of the properties of lubricant. So today what are we going to discuss is this. In very short, I'll explain you what is that. Before that, quick recap of what is lubricant. I guess we remember it's a chemical substance which reduces friction between any two sliding or moving surfaces. So cloud point and pour point. Cloud point, as the name suggests, that at which you see a cloud. What? A temperature. The first temperature at which the lubricant shows cloudiness, shows haziness, that temperature would be cloud point. Now you can imagine coconut oil in winter. That is what the simplest of the example. If you imagine coconut oil in winters, what happens is when the temperature decreases, the lubricant shows cloudiness. There is a precipitation. The relative amount of the wax comes out of the oil. So this is how cloud point you have to note the first temperature. Now obviously it's measured in degrees Celsius. Coming to pour point is the temperature at which lubricant ceases to flow. So it stops pouring. That is the pour point temperature. Now let us go ahead with how do you find out. So this apparatus looks like this, and like outside you can see the pics images here, and technically this is the diagram sketch of this. Now if you can see here, this one is your flat bottom glass tube. I'm talking about this one, which is a flat bottom glass tube. Here right hand side you can see this is the flat bottom glass tube. So this is the glass tube I'm talking about, in which you have to fill your lubricating oil. Fine. So the testing sample would be filled in this, and that you have to fill in this test jar. So you can see a test jar here, that this you have to keep it inside. Then there is a cork. So obviously there is a cork. This is the cork. You have to just put the cork on the tube so that the tube gets covered. And then obviously this one is a thermometer. So this one is a thermometer. You have to put a thermometer inside the oil because I want to note the temperature. Now as I said that we have to decrease the temperature, so obviously you have to do some arrangements regarding decrease of the temperature. So what are you going to do is you have to keep it in a container wherein you have to put a ice cold mixture. So this container, or this container is outside, is filled with water or some mixture like water around. If you don't want to lower down the temperature much, then you can simply keep ice here, and more then you can use ice and salt mix. Or if you want to decrease further, then there are other alcoholic solutions and all which you can mix and further lower down the temperature. So this is basically your cooling bath. Now when you put the lubricant inside this cooling bath, obviously this lubricating oil will behave accordingly, and you have to see from outside. That's why you are taking a see-through glass. So you just take out the container and just see if a haziness or a cloudiness or a precipitate appears. The first time when you see that now it is almost like started solidifying, that temperature would be cloud point. The first time you observe a cloudiness. Now you keep on decreasing the temperature, and you will see that this wax is further progressing, and it is now taking up the shape, and it's almost getting solidified. Now you have to wait for the pour point. Pour point says that when it stops pouring. So what you can do is, once it's almost like set, then what you can do is you can tilt the tube and like see, like if it is still flowing, like almost is set, but then some of the drops are still flowing, then you put it back inside the container and then again cross check. Then if you find that almost the boundary is like this, it has stopped pouring, it ceases to flow, that temperature is your pour point. So cloud point is the very first time when I observed a cloudiness. Let's say 18 degree is the temperature. Now you further decrease the temperature to pour point where it almost stops pouring. Let's say 11 degree temperature. So this particular oil will first show its haziness at 18 and it stops pouring at 11. So what is the significance? The significance says that it should be like lower than the working range of the machine. Now obviously let's go back. Let's say if you have a machine and the machine is working at 5 degree, or there is one more machine which is working at 15 degree, then you have one more machine which is working at 20 degree. So what are you going to do? Which sample, like this sample can be used safely in which machine? Let's say machine number 2. Machine 2 working range is 15. Now if you see your sample, the cloud point is 18 and the pour point is 11. That means the cloud point is reached, right? 18 degrees higher, so the cloud point is reached. That means if you use in this machine, the lubricant will be in almost like semi solid state, because it has started solidifying. So when you use this kind of lubricant, do you really think it is going to provide proper lubrication? No, it's going to hinder the efficiency, of course, correct? So this here you can use. Coming to M1, which is 5 degrees Celsius, now you see pour point already is reached. So if the machine is working at 5 and your lubricating oil is almost solidified at that 11 degree, how are you going to use it at 5? Of course it's not possible, because that's almost solidified, correct? So what are we going to do is, we are going to use in the machine 3, where you can use it safely, because neither the cloud point is reached nor the pour point is reached. So obviously the moral of this story is that cloud and pour point determines the suitability of lubricating oil for low temperature machines, let's say refrigeration and all, or the machines which are working in cold environment. So there are certain areas where the room temperature normally is very less. In that type of machine, you have to first find the cloud and pour point of the oil, and then only you can utilize that oil. And obviously make sure that your power point or the cloud point should be lesser than the working range. If the working range is this, your sample cloud point and pour point should be lesser. That's what cloud and pour point is all about. Thank you so much. So if you have liked the content, please hit like. That will give me motivation. Do subscribe to my channel and mention in the comment if you want any of the topic to be covered on. This was my sincere attempt to cover the topic in a very short duration. Thank you so much.